Hello, everyone. I am back at it again for day 8 of asking ChatGPT to give me a prompt, me speaking on it for 3 minutes, and trying to master the skill of communication. Now, today is actually a hard prompt. And the question is, what's one opinion or stance that I had in the past that I've since changed moving forward to that? So I think when I look at this prompt, the first thing that comes to mind is leading a life this is a good one, and the reason I paused is because I believe my stance on legacy has changed. There was once a point in my life where I thought that I inherently needed to make as big a mark as possible. And that was the pressure that I put on myself. Whether it be from a monetary standpoint to a number of people reach standpoint, my whole purpose and goal was to make as big of an impact and a mark and to create legacy. Not to say that impact isn't important, not to say that reach isn't important to me right now, but legacy is something that I believe is not as important as many feel. And I think the one way that I like to put it is I personally am of the religion Hinduism, where I will be cremated when I die. And what I like to say is I will eventually die, like we all do, and I will turn into dust. Literally, I will turn into dust. And what that means is that is all the physical components that will be left of me. So whether I have $3 million in the bank, whether I have a nice car or a fancy house, doesn't really matter. And when we look at legacy in itself and how that lives past your life, I think it's very clear that I don't even know my grandpa's name off of my heart, let alone my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather. So when we look at legacy as a whole, even within your family line, after 2 to 3 generations, that really falls off. So I think that when we look at the grand scheme of things with humanity, legacy is actually not as important as we put a mark on, which can be very unsettling to people because they're like, what is it all for? Well, to quote The Lion King, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is the present, and that's why it's a gift. So when I look at my perception of legacy, it's actually changed, and it's not to make a legacy past when I pass, it's to make a legacy and an impact in the lives of people while I'm still living, and to experience that in the present, not in the past, or not in the future. So that is a stance that I've had in the past that I've actually changed. Thank you again for listening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.